What's up, everybody? It has been a minute since I've done a longer video. Life has been crazy lately. I've had lots of movie screenings to go to this summer, as well as lots of other jobs going on with my work and personal life stuff. So there's just been a flurry of activity, and it's been a minute since I've been able to get around to one of these longer videos. I'm going to try something a little different today. I'm actually going to do a talk through of what I think the best movies are to go watch this summer, what I've seen so far, what I'm looking forward to seeing in the future. And I think I'm just gonna do videos like this from now on, just pretty informal, kind of take you through my logic and what there is to see. So I'm gonna open up my web browser here and just kind of show you. So just so you know, I do have a website where I actually post full written reviews. So that is mikesmoviereviews.com. I also post my review shorts on here too. So if you ever want more information, it is really hard to fit all the things I think about a film in 30 seconds or less. So I do full written articles as well. So be sure to check that out if you ever want more insight on a movie. Again, mikesmoviereviews.com, super easy to find. And then also on here, I have my other socials. So the one I really want to point out today is Letterboxd. And this is where you can kind of see my film diary, what I've watched so far. And honestly, I post things here first. So if you ever want to see my initial out of the theater reaction to something, it's usually on here within a couple of hours after I see something. And so I'll just kind of run through what I've seen basically since the beginning of May and where it kind of fits in with me. And you can kind of see my star ratings over here as well. And then I'll talk about some stuff that I'm excited for, what I think is good to watch, what's out right now and everything like that. So yeah, you can see if let's scroll down here to May, Friendship. So I saw this one at an early screening and I thought this was hilarious. It's definitely a certain type of humor. So if you know anything about Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd and everything like that, like it is different maybe than what you would expect from a normal typical comedy. So if that's not your thing, I get it. You may not enjoy it, but I thought it was hilarious. And I know many other people that saw it thought the same thing as well. So, you know, if this is your cup of tea, go check it out. If not, I get it. Hurry Up Tomorrow was like honestly the worst movie I've seen in as long as I can remember, so I'm just going to skip past that one. Final Destination Bloodlines. This one actually comes out next week on digital, so it's been out in theaters now for almost a month. And this is probably one of the best Final Destination movies I've seen, so if you like that kind of storyline, if you're familiar with the franchise, I think you're really going to like this one. See it in theaters if you can, if I get this video out in time. If not, buy it on VOD or rent it on VOD. Check it out at home. Totally worth it. Bring Her Back. This one's going to be kind of, I don't know, controversial maybe. So it's the same directors that did Talk to Me, who's Danny and Michael Philippou. And I love that movie. If you know anything about me, it's in the background normally of my usual YouTube videos. And you know, that movie I really liked. This one is way darker. Like, it is a sad, sad story. It is gross, it is gory, it is gruesome. There's lots of imagery I'm probably never gonna forget for the rest of my life. But believe it or not, I went back and I watched it again, and you can see that here. Same thing with Friendship. I watched both of those movies twice, both very, very different films. But the reason I wanted to see it again was to kind of pick up on more of the nuances of it, the symbolism, really understand the story a little bit more. It is nightmare fuel though, for sure. And I've actually talked to a lot of people that have gone out and seen this movie and said it's really good. So I'm glad that people are going to see it and supporting other YouTube creators that are now turned feature filmmakers. I think that that's awesome. But yeah, I mean, if horror is your thing, definitely check this out for sure. Probably the best horror movie I've seen since Longlegs, maybe. But if not, please skip that one. It is real gross. And yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Lilo and Stitch. I think this is going to be one of the top movies of the summer. I think it's doing really good at the box office. It's one of the better Disney live action remakes I think that they've ever done. And totally worth seeing if you got kids. I think that they would really enjoy that one. I think that if it was part of your childhood, you'll like it too. There may be certain aspects of it that aren't as familiar to you. I know that certain characters kind of took over plot lines of other characters, and some of the more emotional connection and bonds were not as strong in this film as they were in the original animated. But that's not to say this isn't an entertaining watch. I still had a great time watching this one, and I do think of all the Disney remakes that they've done, at least recently, this is probably the best one that they have. So, I mean, if this is your thing, definitely go check it out. This will be in theaters for a while, I have a feeling. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. So I really enjoyed this one, but that's coming from someone that has seen the entire franchise and really appreciates Tom Cruise doing all of his own stunts and all of the action and the comedy. It's great. This one is a little more serious toned. There is lots of very incredible action sequences that I am just astounded that Tom Cruise is able to perform at his age now. So I think that if you like that kind of thing, then definitely go check it out. I think that if you've seen the whole franchise, there are so many nods to previous entries that I think you'll really appreciate it. However, if you're just like a casual action fan, I don't know if this is going to be your favorite movie of the year. It may or may not be, but there are certainly like 2 or 3 standout sequences. It does take some time to get going, but at the end of the day, I think it's really, if you like the whole Mission Impossible universe that they have built, I think you'll enjoy it. If not, I get it. Again, Friendship was a rewatch. Karate Kid Legends, this was really interesting to me. So I really liked the original Karate Kid movie. I just rewatched it again recently and forgot how good it was. I loved Cobra Kai. And I actually really liked the Jackie Chan, Jaden Smith film in 2010 or whenever that came out. I liked all of that stuff, and I think this is a good intro to Karate Kid for maybe people that haven't seen that, especially teenagers, young adults, young people, kids. I think that this is the one that would be good to start with. Even if you don't have all that backstory or knowledge, it's still a fun time. It's extremely short. It feels like it was made for the TikTok generation. I don't know how to describe it, but it's almost like too short. Like there wasn't enough character development, and that was its biggest flaw for me. Would I rush out to see this? Probably not. It's probably going to be on streaming pretty soon, but it definitely was entertaining, at least for what it was. And Bring Her Back, of course, was a rewatch. Ballerina, I think this one's not getting enough love just because maybe people don't know that it's associated with the John Wick series. And if you like that over-the-top action, this is it. I mean, it's kind of a slow build-up to it, but that last 40 minutes or so is nuts. So definitely check this one out if you like that kind of thing. If not, I get it. I understand. And How to Train Your Dragon. So I'm actually going to see this one again tonight in 40X because I liked it so much. But this was incredible. Now, growing up, I wasn't like the biggest fan of the series. I did like it quite a bit, but I did a rewatch recently, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it was really good. And I appreciated it greatly. And then I really appreciated that the remake kind of went one for one for that original movie. And it even expanded upon that movie with some more character development and relationship things that were not in the original. I actually thought that the connection between Astrid and Hiccup in this one was stronger than the animated movie. The animated one, it just was like, yeah, there's supposed to be a love interest and it is what it is. But this one, you kind of felt it a little more. Same with the relationship between Hiccup and his father. I thought that that was really well done in this film, and it wasn't as strong in the original. Also, this is 30 minutes longer than the original, so there is plenty of time for that extra development. Visually, it's incredible. I don't know how else to describe it, but this is probably one of the top visual movies of the year for me. I guess it's just all of the flight sequences and the epic sweeping landscapes. It didn't feel like I was trapped in the real world. It felt like I was still in a cartoon, but not. And I don't know how else to describe that. You do have like a main CGI lead character with Toothless, and they did a great job on that too. It is so seamless. Like the tech is getting so good. It felt real to me. So really appreciated that one. And overall, the story is just the same. It's the same story, just told in like a slightly new way, which I really appreciated. The writer, director, producer, Dean DuBois, he's back. Absolutely nailed it. So to me, so far, of the films that I've seen this summer season, I think Friendship is probably the funniest film. I want to say that Final Destination Bloodlines is a great mix of gore and humor and horror for like the horror fans. But Bring Her Back is like the scariest movie for sure. And the most entertaining family movie, I would say, is How to Train Your Dragon, followed by Lilo and Stitch. So, also, oh yeah, also, this is my only 5-star rating of the year, I'm pretty sure. I've had some ones come close. I've had Sinners at a 4.5, which also, that's still technically a summer movie. I believe that's still out in theaters. And it is coming back in IMAX. I do need to go see that one in IMAX when that is back. But yeah, I think if you're, a family looking to go see a movie, at least anytime in the next couple of weeks, definitely go check out How to Train Your Dragon. Incredible. You're going to have a great time. If you're more of a Disney person, check out Lilo and Stitch. That's been around a few weeks now. But, if you haven't seen it yet, go check that one out. And if you want more of an action movie, I would definitely suggest Final Destination Bloodlines or Ballerina. And if you want a comedy, check out Friendship. So, but that's, this is not it yet. And there's certainly more coming out. So this is my cheat sheet website here. It's boxofficemojo.com. It's their calendar. And this kind of tells you the stuff that's still coming up. So today we are getting, let's see what we're getting. The Materialist. This one's probably going to be my next review. I'm going to go see this afternoon. I've heard great things about this one. This is Dakota Johnson, Chris Evans, Pedro Pascal, Zoe Winters. Definitely going to check this one out for more of a comedy, drama, romance. And let's see, How to Train Your Dragon comes out as well. Looks like we are getting, oh yeah, Elio. I'm going to be seeing that one very soon, as well as F1. So be on the lookout for reviews for that. I'm really excited for Elio and F1. They both look great to me, as well as 28 Years Later. So I did like the originals. They were shot on iPhone, and this one's going to be shot on iPhone as well, from what I've heard. What else we got? We got Megan 2.0. I'll have a review for this one up as well. And this is, I liked the original Megan in like a campy kind of way. So I think that's going to be a fun, go with your friends type movie to go check out. Really excited for F1, and I definitely want to check that out in 4DX. I saw a trailer for it before seeing Final Destination Bloodlines in 4DX, and it was absolutely incredible. The guy a couple seats down from us almost fell out of his chair during the part of the trailer for it. It was pretty great. But yeah, F1 and Megan 2.0, and those are June 27th releases. What else? And of course, Jurassic World Rebirth. This one's going to be huge. And of course, probably the biggest movie of the summer yet to come is Superman, which is July 11th. So you could tell there's tons coming up in the next 30 days here alone. So these are all going to be great. Those will be the standout ones for me for sure. And let me check real quick here and see if I'm not missing anything that I didn't see yet. Like I mentioned, we've got The Materialists here. And what else? Anything else that I haven't seen? The Phoenician Scheme. So I've heard pretty good things about this one. It's Wes Anderson. So if you do like his movies, I think you should check that one out. Of course, Minecraft movie's still around. This is just, yeah, look at how bad this one did. 14%, holy cow. I think the 64% were like the super fans of this movie, Hurry Up Tomorrow. And that's kind of why that is where it is. Yeah. So that's that. The Amateur. I don't know why I didn't see that one. I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. It's been so long. If I did see it, I don't even remember it. Penguin Lessons was great. Okay, yeah, we're getting into older ones into April now. I've heard that this is a fun time, Clown in a Cornfield. I have not seen that one yet. And I do want to watch The Surfer. This is the Nicolas Cage film. So yeah, I mean, we've pretty much gone through the list here of stuff that's still out in theaters. Definitely not all of that stuff, but those are the standouts to me, at least on this list. But let's go into the beginning of, or at least let's get through the rest of July here, since we're already on here. Yeah, we've got Jurassic World and Superman. We already talked about those. Oh yeah, I Know What You Did Last Summer. So this is another horror remake. Excited for anything horror. And Eddington, this looks great. with Joaquin Phoenix, and you know, can't wait to check that one out as well. Another A24 should be solid. I think that those are the big ones of the summer, and of course, Fantastic Four: First Steps. See, this is why I look at lists like this, because I would not remember all this stuff off the top of my head. But this should be Disney's big Marvel release of the summer to kind of combat that Superman release that we've got on the 11th. So it's a pretty stacked summer, honestly. Like, it's been a while since I remember a summer this packed full of good movies. The Naked Gun, excited for that one. The trailers look hilarious. Okay, this is the original, but I'm talking about the remake. They do have a remake coming out. And The Bad Guys 2. This was a fun animated film. I really like the animation style of this one. It's been a few years ago since the first one came out, so we'll see how this one goes on August 1st, but that should be great. And yeah, so that kind of brings us through the end of July. And maybe we'll just dip in the beginning of August here. Just finish out the summer. Because I am curious when the new Naked Gun movie comes out. Okay, we've got another Disney release, the Freakier Friday. So they've been talking about this one for a couple years now. That'll be fun with Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan. And let's see, a new Godzilla film if you're into that. What else here? Nobody 2. This is a sequel here from the original Nobody. I remember that coming out fairly recently. A new Hell House LLC is coming out, if you're into that. And it looks like the rest are all re-releases, and at the beginning of September, just before the end of summer, or just after the end of summer, we have the latest in the Conjuring series coming out. So yeah, I'd say overall for this summer, we've got probably the best things out right now, and the stuff that I would recommend seeing for sure, if you can. Final Destination Bloodlines, if you want a fun time with some gore. Bring Her Back if you just want to be scared. Mission Impossible, or even Ballerina if you like some action. How to Train Your Dragon and Lilo and Stitch if you want something family friendly and good for the kids. And then coming up here, let's see. Coming up, Elio again if you want an original family movie. You know, the interesting thing about both the family films that are out already is that these are remakes. So if you want something original, this new Disney Pixar Elio comes out next week. I think I'm seeing that Monday or Tuesday, so I'll be sure to get you my thoughts on that soon. Again, Megan 2.0 and F1. Very excited for both. We're really excited for F1, but I'm also excited for Megan 2.0. And of course, Jurassic World and Superman, Fantastic Four. I think those are the big ones that I'm really looking forward to. And I Know What You Did Last Summer, because I'm a huge horror fan, so I'm excited to see what they do with that one. And of course, we got Eddington and The Materialist, which I'm going to see soon. Looking forward to those. But I say the big ones, you know, definitely go see Superman, definitely go see F1. I hope that movie does well. It's a Warner Brothers, Apple TV type deal, and I think it's going to do really well, hopefully, fingers crossed. The trailers look incredible. The same guy shot that did the latest Top Gun movie, so if you like that, you might recognize a similar style with that. But again, if you want to stay up to date, be sure to follow me on socials, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. I don't really post too much on X, but you can follow it if you want. And if you really want to see the latest and greatest, definitely check out my Letterboxd. If you don't have one, it's a really cool platform. It's like a social media platform for movie lovers and film critics and film lovers. So check that out if you like it. That's why I rate everything out of 5, because that's kind of the standard on there. But yeah, I appreciate you sitting here with me talking about movies today, just relaxing, having a nice Sunday afternoon conversation. I hope your week's going well. What have you been seeing at the movies later, or what are you most interested in watching? You should drop a comment down below and let me know what your cup of tea is for this summer. Are you going to be going to see a remake, a family film? Are you excited for F1 as much as I am? Do you want to see Megan 2.0? Do you like horror movies and want to see all of them? Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss any videos. I'm going to try and get back in this habit of posting more now that I've found this new kind of setup that I can utilize in order to get you guys these videos a little bit quicker and take a little bit of work off my back to be able to get you the information you need when you need it. And I'm always posting short form reviews, so don't forget that. Like immediately after, as soon as I'm allowed to post them, I post them. Most of the times the studios allow us to post them at a certain time before the film's release, so just be on the lookout for that. And yeah, I really appreciate you watching all of this, and it really helps me out, and thanks so much for supporting. And I hope that you have a great day, and I'll see you at the next show.